Spiral Squadron here. We are taking a look at a Buccaneer setup for level 20. I did a level 20 4v4 if you want to go ahead and check that out and see this particular setup in action. This is also a PvE guide as well. The information in this video will help you if you are only a PvE player as well. I'm just going to go ahead and explain how you can get your hands on the best gear in the easiest possible way. So the hats, the boots, and the coats, all these things come from 4-lot group chests. So if you play the game with friends, if you happen to have 4 in a group, then a lot of this stuff will drop automatically. You won't have to go back and you won't have to farm this stuff. Or if you happen to, quad box or any combination of what I just said, 2 people dual screening or, something like that. Yeah, that is the most optimal way to play this game if you want the best gear as you are leveling up. So the hat, Mega Strike, the coat, Valor Armor, one of the best abilities for level 20, and the boots, Brutal Charge. A nice little gap closer with an accuracy reduce. Absolutely amazing gear. Probably the best for level 20. Definitely the best for level 20. Way back when I got this guy first leveled up, I actually researched all the gear and all that just to make sure. But that being said, once again, 4-lot group chest. Doesn't matter what you fight, as long as it drops level 20 gear. If it drops a 4-lot group chest, you have a chance of getting it. Now the sword is a little more interesting. The sword is the Invisible Swordsman's Sword. This particular piece of gear, you have to go to Santa Pollo, the Los Galos Cantina. It's the little tavern in Santa Pollo. There are a group of horses. They are called Dos Tres Amigos, and they give a particular quest, a particular group of quests. And you have to do them all, and eventually you get the sword as a reward, and it gives a walk in shadow. Actually, it's the best melee weapon for level 20. So, there you go. Now for the badge, I got this little level 15. It gives a rally. I stuck with my level 10 piece of gear, the Ghost Whale. Nice little range attack. And I got this one right here, the Drifter's Signet. So I could have 2 extra rallies and a nice little range attack for the early game. Very nice to have. Eye patches, really, to be honest, as far as free-to-play goes, there really aren't any options at the moment. But if you open any of the tribal crew packs, you can very easily get something that will give you a little extra health. Which, I haven't opened a huge amount of packs on this particular account, so I do not have an eye patch for this particular guy, but if you really want one, that's the best you can really do. Now, pet-wise, you have a couple of interesting options. You could go with Tough for the little bit of extra health. Honestly, what I would recommend, if you possibly can, get a Relentless pet and maybe get something like a Brutal Charge on it. But this is fine as well. Tough and Soul Reaver. Tough is better for level 10, which I covered in my level 10 series. But Relentless later on, you can train Relentless from the hidden trainer, and then you can get it from your pet. You can get 3 extra bonus attacks. So that is the gear. I will really quickly show you what powers I have trained as well. Here we go. I trained Relentless from the hidden trainer, as you already know, and from the swashbuckler trainer, I train fast too. All right, you can see total health increase is 200, so I have 200 extra health from having tough rank 3. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Let's go ahead and take a look at the powers in my deck. So I have a Valor's Armor. I might move this a little further up. You want to use these early game at the very start. It really depends on if you're doing PvE or PvP. If you're doing PvE, I would start by putting your Brutal Charges a little further up so you can just charge in immediately. Otherwise, this is probably your best setup right here. Maybe bring this a little further up. There we go. But yeah, that is the best deck setup you can have if you are doing a 4v4, and if you are doing PvE, you want to bring your brutal charges a little further up. There you go. Moving right along to the companions. Peter Quint here, an absolutely amazing companion to have. You always want to go with your tough and your ref. Make sure you get your rank 2 on both of those, and the last into accuracy. Go full chaining epics, Bladestorm rank 2, and Reland rank 2. He's got Turn the Tide, Pirate rank 2, which is only useful on ships. And of course, he's got a nice little gap closer. At this point in time, he doesn't have the reduce on his gap closer. Mega Strike, Shark's Fury. Great companion. 4.5 movement, by the way. Bonnie Ann, next choice right here. Good chains, good scatter blast, and her second win ability. I go Barnabas half the time, particularly for 4v4s. The main reason I go with Barnabas is because he's got a gap closer as well, and movement is super, super important in 4v4s. Now, if I'm doing PvE, I would definitely swap him out for Kobe. That's what I would recommend, because this guy doesn't have any chaining epics, and honestly, you don't have to worry about movement in PvE. You just want to go for a max damage output so you can kill things quickly. And this right here is the most elite setup for PvE. So, yeah. Really quickly take a look at some of the other companions. This guy's kind of cool to get. He's got great stats because one of the things is if you get a companion if you get a companion while you're questing through the game and you happen to be a particular level, sometimes they'll have a couple of extra levels over you. Like Peter Quint, for example, I redeemed him as soon as I hit level 20, and now he's level 21, so he's got better stats. Same thing going on here for Rooster Cogburn. I'm going to go ahead and compare stats with Bonnie Ann. See, he's got a good 100 extra health, and it looks like he's he's got like 12 extra damage. So I'm sure in some situations he might be actually slightly better. Here's a look at Ratbeard. Here is a look at Thunderhoof. By the way, he gets tied rank 2, which I think is kind of interesting. Old Scratch, who you probably won't use much. I'm sure you could put Witch Hunter on him and use him versus Witch Doctors. And there you go. You got Jack Russell, who doesn't get his promo yet, so he's not that great. And I think that is just about it for Buccaneer. Let me know if there is anything else y'all want to know. What do y'all think about level 20? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to watch my level 20 4v4 video. I think level 20 4v4 is a lot of fun, and it's definitely something you should try while you're questing through the game. Until then, see you in another video.